Storm's News Brief. We're your humble host, DG Storm. And Serial Killer cover the hot news topics of the week. As everybody's well aware, Mobile World Congress was this week. And before it even started on Sunday, it was pretty much over on Sunday.
I know, crazy, huh?
Yeah. So it's been a great week because we got like basically three new devices we're going to be talking about, and let's just jump right into it.
Okie dokie. First up we have today is the Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge are officially unveiled.
Yeah.
I'm not a smartphone user who uses an SD card on my phone, nor do I have a need for removable battery, yet I still think these choices were missteps by Sammy. There are a lot of people out there who still need or want or use those features, and so I'm kind of surprised that they went this direction and took those features away. Those were the things that kind of defined them and made them more popular amongst lots of users.
Absolutely, especially the Samsung crowd.
Exactly, yeah. Aesthetically, I agree with many comments that the regular S6 is like an older iPhone. It's just not that spectacular looking. I mean, the materials are pretty nice. I have to say the S6 Edge, however, wow, I am a huge fan of this phone. I'm actually tempted by a Samsung phone for the first time in years. I think it's the most innovative design idea we've seen in years, although it's mainly just beautiful and has little in terms of practicality. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you. The whole deal with the removable battery in the SD card. I can't really add more to that because you kind of nailed it. In regards to the iPhone-ish looks, yes, I agree with those comments as well. But the one thing that I do want to touch on, and I'll bring him up, is CyberTech69, and he says that they realized that they needed to go in a different direction design-wise. Now this, I really agree with, because Samsung has, their typical designs are plastic, you know what I mean? It's everybody's complaining, oh, it's the same plastic crap on the back, this, that, and everything else. With the S6 and the Edge, the S6 Edge, they've really steered away from that. They really made a premium device as far as the material. So with that, I got to give Samsung credit for these devices. Like yourself, I really do like the Edge. The Edge, yeah. It's a beautiful piece of hardware, definitely. So moving right along to the HTC One M9 officially unveiled. This one, Stormy, I have to say that last week I mentioned I think it's going to be one of the top phone of the years, and I kind of regret saying that.
Really?
But yeah, because you know what? It just feels like just a slight refresh. You get the M7 and the M8. The M9 really doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't bring anything fresh and exciting to the table. It's just kind of the same old thing, and I have to say I was pretty disappointed in it.
I kind of agree with you, actually. My take on the M9 is summed up by the word subtle. HTC went the safe route and only added minor changes to the design of the One M9. That's not necessarily a bad thing, as the design has that iconic premium quality. Other than that, its updated internals are nothing to get too excited about.
Yeah.
And like you said, they didn't seem to really do much with it. Like you said, a refresh, that's a perfect example, a perfect description.
Yeah.
I would say that people who love the dual front stereo speakers, like my girlfriend, will be all over this device. It's a solid value.
Yeah. All right.
Moving up, the next thing we have is Huawei could be the next Nexus maker. I would like to highlight Kinfolk248's comment about the Nexus 2015 rumors and still no Verizon branded Nexus 6. Yep, that's pretty funny. I agree. It's kind of disappointing how things worked out that way. As far as my perspective on Huawei making the next Nexus, that seems fine to me. All the major non-Chinese OEMs have had a crack at it. I'm fine with someone else giving it a go. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to bring up PC747's comment. And I think he's really spot on in this, because I think that Google needed a way to get into China, and this is a really, really good way to get into China.
I see.
Right? You know, and plus, you know, that they don't allow the Google Play Store, but I think I can't remember all the details how they're working out, but essentially, if they can get some of those devs on board, you got a whole, I mean, the Chinese market is humongous.
Right.
And this is a great way, teaming up with Huawei, because Huawei, I got to say, Huawei makes a really good, they know how to make a premium looking device.
Right, at an affordable price.
Exactly, dude. And that is going to be key. And I think it's a really good move on Google and for choosing Huawei as well. So, yeah.
For sure. Seems like a good partnership.
Absolutely. Last up is, let me scroll right up, the 4K Android TV Shield, the gaming console. This was kind of snuck up on. This was like late Sunday night, right? This came out?
No, this didn't even get announced on Sunday. I don't think it got announced a couple of days later.
Oh, yeah, on Tuesday, right. Yeah. Once again, I'm going to bring up PC 747. My brother. Yeah, man. I don't know, Stormy. You know, he mentions that the appeal is going to be to people who really don't have the PS4 or Xbox, and I have to say that I agree with that. You know, I just don't see the market for this thing. It just feels like a really niche product to me, and you know, you got the Valve out there, which is cheaper. You got Chromecast, and yeah, this is a whole other thing. But like I said, I really think this is a niche device, and you know, I don't know. It's cool. It's cheap. It's great. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of like hold my see what happens. Yeah. See what happens with it.
Fair enough. I'll kind of disagree with you a little bit on this one. My take on it is, wow, this is a nice surprise from NVIDIA. If they can keep a good array of flagship game titles on hand and they can make their grid service affordable, then this $200 console could be a decent option for folks who don't want to spend a ton of money on the Xbox One or PS4. I say, way to go, NVIDIA. If they can get support for the new HBO Now coming in April, then I agree with Lifted Plane, who said, I think I'm going to need this. I just think that it's you're right now it's a niche, but I think what it is, it's an entry into that market. And if they can snowball that into more support for the flagship game titles through their grid gaming service, there'll be a lot of people out there going, why do I need an Xbox One or a PS4? You know? So, I mean, it might take a while for it to take off. We'll see.
I think we're kind of both in agreement that it's a hard nut to crack, man.
Yes.
It's going to be tough, but hey, man, they're out there, they're trying it. Let's see what happens. You know, good for them.
For sure.
You know? So that's it, man. Wow. We're all done today.
Nice and quick.
Yeah. Remember, folks, please do leave your comments in our news stories because we do feature you, as you see. And as always, we thank you for watching.
Yep. Catch you in the forums.
See you next week.